Welcome students, welcome to my another new lecture. I am Mohammad Tanvir Ahmed, lecturer, Department of Civil Engineering, World University of Bangladesh. Outline of the lecture. In previous lecture, we have discussed about the energy content and calculated the energy content of individual components of solid waste, and here we will calculate the energy content of a composite solid waste. That means the average energy content of total solid waste. Also we will calculate the moisture content from municipal solid waste. Now we will perform an example of calculation of total energy content of a municipal solid waste. Let's see the example. Determine the composite energy content or value of a typical sample of municipal solid waste. That means we have to calculate the energy content of this municipal solid waste. The total weight of solid waste is 100 kg with the average composition as shown in table 6.1 below, and the composition of the solid waste is given in this table. Table 6.1 physical constitution of typical municipal solid waste is. Here we can see food waste is 32.5%, paper mixed is 35%, and other as described in the question. The total percentage will be 100 as the solid waste is 100 kg. And this is the same data or same problem we have performed in our previous lecture. The only difference from that lecture or from that math is that here we will calculate the composite energy content. That means average energy content from this total solid waste, and in that lecture or in previous lecture we have calculated the energy content of individual components. That means energy content of for food waste, paper waste, and such we have calculated total energy content of all of the components, but we in this example we will calculate the average or composite energy content. Here in this table we have calculated the energy content and total energy. These are the constituents, and this is the weight of the solid waste, and these are the energy content in kilojoule per kg, and these are the total energy. The calculation has shown in next slide. Let's go to the next slide to see the calculation. Our first item is food waste. We will calculate the energy value and total energy for food waste first. Calculation of energy content. Energy content for food waste unit is kilojoule per kg, and this is the formula to calculate the energy content, and this formula we have introduced with this formula in our previous lecture. Here the unknown value is unknown value are C, H, O and S. That means carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and sulfur. And if we replace this unknown value here in this equation, we can easily calculate the energy content. And as this is food waste, we have to replace this value for food waste. Let's see the table. We have also introduced this table in our previous lecture when we have performed this type of math. Let's see here again. And this is the table. From where we need to pick the value of C, H, O and S, and this table is for ultimate analysis and used for calculation of energy content. Here we have C for food waste. Value of carbon is 49.1, H is 6.6, O is 37.6 and S is 0.2. We will replace this value in that equation to calculate the energy content for food waste. Here we have replaced this value C for 91.1, H for 6.1, O for 37.6 and S for 0.2. We can calculate energy content 90,342 kilojoule per kg. This is kilojoule per kg. That means this item 19,342 kilojoule per kg, and we need to calculate the total energy in kilojoule. This is kilojoule per kg. That means 1 kg of waste, that means 1 kg of food waste has energy 19,342. So our total food waste is 32.5 kg. So if 1 kg waste contains 1 kg waste have energy content 19,342, so 33.5 kg waste will contain energy content 32.5 into 19,342 will stands this value. Let's see the calculation again. Total energy for food waste equal to this value multiplied by the quantity of food waste 32.5 kg stands to something like this kilojoule. Similarly, we have showed a calculation for paper mixed. Let's see that calculation. Similarly, for food waste we have calculated energy content for paper mixed. The equation is here, and by replacing C, H, O and S from same table 6.0 for paper mixed, from this table we will pick the value for paper mixed C, H, O, S and replace in this equation. We can calculate the energy content for paper mixed is 15,072 kilojoule per kg, and now we need to calculate the total energy. If we want to calculate the total energy, we need to multiply this item with the weight of paper mixed. Let's see the weight of paper mixed. Here the weight of paper mix is 32. If per kg waste has energy content 15,072, so 35 kg waste will contain 35 into 15,072 kilojoule waste. That means this waste, this kilojoule per kg. So here this kilojoule. Let's see, total energy for paper mixed will be multiplication of these two terms and will stands something like this value. And similarly we have calculated the energy content for other constituents. Here there are so many constituents, and we have calculated the energy content as like as food waste and paper mixed. You don't need to show all the calculation, that means calculation of all constituents. Just show one or two calculation, and other you can use your calculator and just replace here in this table. If we sum this total energy content, we will get value something like this. And now we need to calculate the composite energy content from this value. Our total energy is something like this value, and our total waste is 100 kg. So we can calculate composite energy content using total energy divided by total weight of solid waste. Let's see. So composite energy is given by total energy divided by total weight of sample. This is 17,904 kilojoule per kg, and this is the way to calculate the energy content, composite energy content, that means average energy of a solid waste. Now this is another example of energy content, but this is something slightly different that our previous example. Let's see the question. Determine the energy content or value of 100 kg of typical solid waste, municipal solid waste sample as given in the following table 6.2. So and this is the table of solid wastes, and from this table we have to calculate the energy content. Here these are the components and these are the mass of the each components, and total mass is 100. And here are the composition of ultimate analysis results. That means the values of CHONS and ash, and this value has been derived by ultimate analysis of the solid wastes. If there is no results of ultimate analysis, then we need to use table 6.0, this table. If we do not have any data, then we will use this typical data to calculate the energy content. But if we have fixed data, then we will use that data to calculate the energy content. So in this question we have fixed data and we will use this data to calculate the energy content. First we need to prepare a summary table from the data given in question. Mass of the total constituents, that means if we see the table here, this 100 kg mass will be the summation of these constituents, as these are the composition of the solid wastes. So total mass will be achieved by summation of this item. So total values of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur and ash will comprise the total mass. Let's sum these values: 28.7, 3.32, 16.4, 1.72, 0.61, 16 and 4.1. These are the mass of the constituents, and the total mass stands 54.4 kg. But in question it is stated that the total mass of this waste is 100 kg. So the rest mass or weight is definitely the moisture content. So the amount of moisture content is total waste 100 minus mass of constituents or composition 54.4. So the moisture content is 45.6 kg. This is the summary table, and we have just summarized this table from 6.3. Here from 6.3 we have seen that values of carbon is 28.7 kg, hydrogen is 3.32 kg. We have just picked the value from this table to here in this table. Carbon 28.7, hydrogen 3.32 kg, oxygen 16.4 kg. Let's see, oxygen 16.4 kg, nitrogen 1.72, sulfur 1.16, nitrogen 1.72, sulfur 0.16. Just picked the value from this table and put here. The only difference is that we have added moisture content here, because we can see here in this waste there is a moisture content of 45.6 kg. So this is the summary table. Now we need to convert this moisture content into hydrogen and oxygen. As we know that moisture means water, and water consists of two items, hydrogen and oxygen. So moisture can be converted into hydrogen and oxygen. Let's see how we can convert moisture content into hydrogen and oxygen. Here we have converted the moisture content into hydrogen and oxygen. As we know that moisture content means water, and the chemical form of moisture content or water is H2O. That means two mole hydrogen reacts with 1 mole oxygen and create water or moisture content. And if we calculate the atomic mass of H2O, then we get 2 gram hydrogen or something, 2 gram hydrogen and 16 oxygen. That means total mass 18. So we can give a ratio of hydrogen into oxygen in water, and the ratio is 2 hydrogen and 16 oxygen, it will be 16. I will change these values as 16. So the ratio is that means hydrogen is 2 and oxygen is 16. Total weight is 18. So from this ratio we will calculate the value of H and O. Our total weight is 45.6 kg. So this 45.6 kg we will give a ratio of 2:16. So if we sum this to a ratio, it stands 18. So amount of hydrogen will be 2, that means weight of hydrogen 18, that means summation of this ratio, and 45.6, that means this is the total amount of water. So hydrogen stands 5.06 kg. Similarly we have calculated energy. Similarly we have calculated oxygen, that means weight of oxygen. 16 is the weight of oxygen, 18 is the sum of ratio, and 45.6 is the total weight of moisture content, and oxygen amount weight of oxygen stands to 44.53 kg. Here we have prepared a revised summary table, that means the table I have showed here just added hydrogen and oxygen here, and other amount are similar. So if we seen, there is a moisture content and other elements tabulated here, but in that table we have converted that moisture content 45.6 kg into hydrogen and oxygen. So the moisture content amount is 0 now, so we have cancelled that item and added this item in with hydrogen and oxygen. So carbon item is similar at 28.7 kg as stated in previous table. Nitrogen is also the same. Sulfur and ash will be the same. Only the change will be hydrogen and oxygen. So what will be the new value of hydrogen and oxygen? In our previous slide, hydrogen, value of hydrogen was 3.32. So in this slide, value of hydrogen will be this 3.32 plus extra hydrogen from moisture content 5.06 kg. Total amount is 3.83 kg. Similarly, the value of oxygen will be 16.4. This was the previous value, and from moisture content we have find 40.53 kg, and the total weight stands to 56.93 kg. Only these two items have changed and other items remain same to our this table. So these are the components of the given municipal solid waste, and using these components we have to calculate the energy content. Now let's see the calculation of energy content. Estimation of energy content. This is energy content will be calculated after step 3, and we know the formula for to determine energy content is this, and here the unknown value CaOS. If we can replace this value, we can easily calculate energy content. So where we will get this CaO and S? We will get this CaO and S just from here. C carbon, O oxygen, H hydrogen, and S sulfur. So let's see, the value of carbon is 28.7, so value of C is 28.7, value of A is equal to 3.38, value of H, that means hydrogen, equal to 8.38, value of O, that means oxygen, let's see, oxygen equal to 56.94, 56.93, and value of S equal to sulfur equal to 0.16. So replacing these values in here, we can calculate energy content equal to 11,527 kilojoule per kg. and the this is the value we have to need to calculation. Our last example is calculation of moisture content. Let's see the question. Estimate the moisture content of a solid waste whose components are given below. These are the components of a solid waste, and this is the percent by mass. That means food waste is 15%, paper waste is 14%. Unit may be anything like kg, gram, whatever say it. That means this is percentage. Similarly, moisture content, these are the moisture content, and these value are also given in percentage. So total value will be 100%. From this table we have to calculate the moisture content. Let's see the solution. These are the components, percent by mass as said in question. This is just picked from the question data. Here this data has just picked here. This is moisture content. This is also picked just from this question, and we need to calculate the dry mass. Dry mass, if the moisture content is 70%, then the dry mass will be 30%. So total dry mass will be total weight 15 and dry mass is 30%, 4.5. Similarly, if the moisture content for paper is 6%, then dry mass will be 94%. So total dry weight will be 45 into 94 percentage. 94 will be in percentage. So the dry weight will be 43.3 kg. Similarly, the other value have been calculated. You don't need to see the all calculation, just show one or two calculation and use your calculator and write down the value only. So here we have calculated dry mass. Then we know the moisture content is W into 100 into WW minus WD divided by WW. This WW is the weight, that means moist material or moist solid waste, and this WD is the weight of dry material. All waste and dry material are now stated here in table, and this is the weight material, that means weight WW, and this is the dry weights, that means WW. If WD, if we pick these two value here in this equation, we will get moisture content. Here WW is the total weight 100, and WD, sum of this total weight stands 78.95. So replace these values in equation and we will get moisture content equal to 21.05%. and this is based on weight. As we know that there are two ways to calculate the moisture content. One is weight. If we use here WW, we will get the moisture content based on weight, and other process is moisture content based on dry weight. If we use WD instead of WW, then the moisture content will be on dry basis. So this moisture content is weight basis. And that is the end of our today's lecture. Thank you everyone. In our next lecture we will show you how to calculate the energy content based on dry basis, and also calculate the energy content based on ash free dry basis and moisture free dry basis.